Hey, church family, it's James here. We are reading through the Psalms together. Today is day 8, which means Psalm 8, and Psalm 8 is a classic. Let's read it together. Psalm 8. To the choir master, according to the Gittith, a psalm of David. O Lord, our Lord, how majestic is your name in all the earth. You have set your glory above the heavens, out of the mouth of babies and infants. You have established strength because of your foes, to still the enemy and the avenger. When I look at your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars which you have set in place, what is man that you are mindful of him, and the son of man that you care for him? Yet you have made him a little lower than the heavenly beings, and crowned him with glory and honor. You have given him dominion over the works of your hands. You have put all things under his feet, all sheep and oxen, and also the beasts of the field, the birds of the heavens and the fish of the sea, whatever passes along the paths of the sea. So, Lord, our Lord, how majestic is your name in all the earth. Psalm 8 reminds us that God is amazing. And not just is God amazing, but our God is amazing. He is not simply Lord, he is our Lord through Jesus Christ. And we read that he is majestic. Means he is large and mighty and great and powerful and splendid. The heavens declare the glory of God. Babies declare the glory of God. From the highest things to the lowest things, our God is amazing. And this amazing God has created an amazing world. He's the one who made the heavens. He's the one who made the moon. He's the one who made the stars. All these things he has set in place. Now, by comparison, perhaps we wonder if, he shouldn't really care about us. You know, we who are dust and ashes, we who are just a blip on the radar of history. Does such a great God care about something so small? And this psalm tells us that he does. This psalm tells us he is mindful of us, that he cares about us. And not just that, but he's given us purpose here on earth. Our great God has made humanity, made you and I with dignity. Our lives matter to him. Isn't that good news in these uncertain days? You and I, we may be small, but we matter to God. In his greatness and his glory, he hasn't forgotten about you personally, you specifically. In the midst of all of this craziness, he is mindful of you. He cares for you. He still has a purpose in mind for you. Now, our appreciation of this psalm broadens when we see how the New Testament applies it to Jesus. See this phrase here, you have put all things under his feet. Read 1 Corinthians 15 later on today and see how these words are applied to Christ. Christ is the one who has authority over all things. He is the one who rules and reigns over everything, including death. Which all takes us back to verse 9. Don't you love how this psalm ends in the same way that it began? Verse 1, O Lord, our Lord, how majestic is your name in all the earth. Verse 9, O Lord, our Lord, how majestic is your name in all the earth. We're singing the same thing, but now we're singing it with deeper nuance, with deeper understanding, because God has revealed himself not only as the God of glory, but also as the God of grace. The God who is majestic, and yet the God who is mindful and cares and gives you purpose here on earth. We can trust our lives to a God like that. Psalm 8, O Lord, our Lord, how majestic is your name in all the earth.